most about being a leader or being in a position where you can provide so many resources to so many women?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Because let me tell you, and I'm going to be just totally honest with you, I'm always quitting. I quit heal her a lot.
Oh, you can't do that.
I quit. I always say I quit, but it's not for me to quit because it's my gift and it's my
Right.
passion. But sometimes I get frustrated as a leader. I'm not going to make it if it seem like it is just easy because it's not.
Mhm.
Being a leader, you are dealing with multiple personalities. Okay,
Mhm.
so there's patience that I had to learn. Remember, I was a quiet, shy girl. I didn't lead anything. I was a follower of most. So for me to lead this organization has been challenging for me personally, mentally. Now, when I take and put my insecurities to the side, I work wonders. I'm a great planner. I put together events. I market well. I went back to school and to get finish my education. I market well. I do business well. I mean, when I put my insecurities aside, I am good at what I do, and I can really definitely pat myself. So being a leader, I have the ability to gather women
Mhm.
and help them to understand that they can trust me,
Right.
okay, and that I am going to lead them in a way to on their platform that they can actually sit on their own platform and start to develop. There's a lot of women in Columbus and around that have come through Heal Her and found that confidence, and they have went and started their own entities or groups, or they wrote books or whatever. That's what I'm talking about. I want to empower the women that you can do whatever you want to do. They call me an inspirational muse. By the time you're done talking to me, baby, you're gonna think you can build a bridge. You're gonna be the president of the United, because I that's what I do. I want to see what your gift is and help you enhance it. It's giving you the confidence to be all you can be, because I think a lot of women are just stagnated due to some old hurts that they never dealt with. So
Right.
being a leader for me, it has his pros because I know that I'm good at it. The con is I have to watch those insecurities. It's a trigger for me. So when the triggers come, I have to recognize, Julie, you're triggered.
Mm.
So use some of the skill sets that you have learned over the years to handle the triggers when they form. And that insecurity will come in like, I'm not good enough, that self-doubt. I'm
Mhm.
not worthy enough. And then my husband has to say, all that you've done and you ain't good enough, girl. So he has to set me, kind of like straight, like to say, you get off of that self-entitlement where
Mhm.
that depressive talk can seep back in.
Mm.
That's why, like in AA and NA, you have to keep going to AA meetings. You have to keep being around the people. I have to continue to keep being inspired and continue to learn and be around and positive people, because that self-negative talk is around. I believe that what you say and the words that come out of your mouth are very important. They are, you can speak things into existence that are so negative. So you have to watch what you say, and you have to watch what you read, what you watch on television, because those negative thoughts will come in. And I still have it. That's why I say pound heal her. Me too. I'm still in it, because that insecurity will come in and set me down and have me feeling like I ain't worth anything. And I have to remember who I am and whose I am. And, I have a greater glory out here, and God has got my back. So being a leader is fun and it's challenging. I think everybody has a leadership skill and ability. You just have to learn how to manage it. I take courses. I learned how to navigate my leadership. One thing that I had to learn is working with a group of women, and I employ every woman to have a strong mindset. So
Mm.
when you have a strong mindset, that means what? You're going to be challenged. So
Right.
you have to deal with the challenges when they come. And I had to learn each person's personality. Like if you're shy, I'm not going to put you in front of the group and you feel like you can't, continue. You have people that are list people. You know what I mean? You give them a list, they can knock that list out. You have people that are creative, and they can go and they can create something by me saying, here, I love the color yellow, and they'll create something yellow. So it's like learning each personality. And I told someone earlier today, I have empathy for people. I have an empathy where I can look at you and kind of read you to see, okay, you're dealing with some hurt or what your gifts are or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's just learning people to figure out how to put them in place when you're dealing with leadership. Now, so it's a continuous process. So
Yeah.
I am not quitting today. I'm feeling good, but like I said, I really like the leadership. It's just that I have to continue to keep learning myself in
Right.
order to maintain some sanity. I'll say that.
Right. Right. Well, and what advice would you have for someone that's an aspiring leader?
Like I said, if you're an inspiring leader, I would do some self evaluation. I would do some inventory of yourself because even though you're a leader inspires. So if you want to be a leader and you don't understand why someone's not following you, that means it's a trust issue.
Mm,
People follow people they trust,
right.
and if they trust you and they see that you have been a walking example of something that they are thriving to be, then they'll follow. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to lead people, you have to have something that somebody wants.
Mm,
You have to have something that somebody wants. And it depends on your leadership. If if you're trying to be creative in a sense of building something, or if you're in a business already done, it's different. So with me, if you want to lead people, you have to have something that people are willing to buy or willing to sacrifice to have. Noted that you have to be authentic in what you're providing, being honest, also, and then you want to give them a little taste. You want to show them different things. I never started out to be a leader. I was far from it. I just had an idea
right.
and I invited a couple of friends along. So I had to learn to share my information. Now, I mean, not share everything, but share things in order to for people to understand that I'm serious about what I'm doing. So I would basically tell you, you always want to take leadership classes. I mean, because in psychology, that's a big one too, because you have to learn people.
Right.
I think I tell anybody, go out and do it. You won't know until you do it. I didn't start out being a leader, but I just started leading and people started to follow. And that shocked me. Like, you followed me because I was the follower. I did what all you guys did. So that was shocking to me that people followed me. So what I had to continue to do is to continue to do my research, come up with content, and think, and I always put me first.
Mm,
So what would I like to see? One thing that I would like to see is I like to be included. That was important to me. I like when people are nice to me. I like when people provide me detailed information. I also like people who planned great events or whatever. So I would think, what would I want if I come to your event or your support group or your workshop?
mm,
So I would just take whatever would make me feel good to see if I can offer it to other people to make them feel good. And sometimes there's some twists and turns and things that I may have to adjust, but I just say, do it afraid. I had to step out and show up afraid, unconfident, and it worked out. It worked out. So do it afraid. Whatever it is that you aspire to do, take that first leap to just go see. You know what I mean? You won't
right.
know if you don't try.
Exactly. Yeah, I completely agree. So what does the future hold for Heal Her?
You know what? That's a great question. We are a nonprofit organization. So, what does that mean? We don't necessarily have funding to do a lot. So, hopefully, we will be able to apply for grants or get donors to donate for us, to help continue our work, healing her, whether it's through workshops, travel, retreats, seminars, conferences. So, our whole goal is to continue to provide a service to the community that helps with your mental health. And as you can see in the world, we're continually being challenged by just worldly things that we may or may not have control over. So whether it's environmental or political or just mental, so we want to be able to continue to provide the resources and tools that and to learn more, to give more, so the future for us is we're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to continue to go out here and be a support factor for women out in the community. We're going to, we would love to spread it outside of Ohio, which we have. And so in different places, invite us to come and share our concept. So the future for us is the community support. Community support. I would love for people to just support what we're doing and come out and be a part of it.
So aside of all the great work that you do every day for all the women in the Heal Her organization, do you do anything for yourself as maybe to have fun or to kind of distract yourself?
Yeah, so that's an important question because in order for me to do this,
Yeah.
I have to do self care.
Mhm.
It's important for me to do self care because if not, when you have a lot of women coming to you with different things, it can weigh heavy on you and you can take on their stuff,
Mhm.
okay, like baggage. And so, in order for me to be free of that, I have to do self care. I mean, and so what that means is every morning I have a ritual. I have to get up, I have to stretch my body,
Yeah.
I have to pray. That is my thing. I have to pray, pray, pray about any and everything. I have my own, my relationship with the Lord is very, very powerful. I freshen up. I go in and I cleanse myself. You know what I mean? I want to look pretty. I want to smell good. I play my music, and my family knows. I do this twice a day. I do it in the morning time and I do it in the evening time before I go to bed. I go into my sanctuary, which is my bathroom. I lock the door. I have my Bluetooth speaker. I play beautiful music and I just have a spa moment with myself to just be in love with everything about me. And outside of that, once I do that, those rituals every morning, every evening, I like to read. I like really good English movies, British movies. I like documentaries. I take time out to watch things. And recently, I've been going back to the gym. So I take an hour out to exercise in my body. And, I go to the chiropractor. I do everything in my power to prioritize my mind, my body, and my soul. So
Mhm.
I'm praying, I work out, I'm watching my diet, and I'm always reading, researching something. I love to travel, and that's another thing that I added into the Heal Her Foundation is I became a travel agent too. So when I take group trips of women different places, I love to travel. My husband does too, to see how other people live, to experience other cultures, food, history. So that's one of my big things. And then also I have my little son. So he's 11 years old and he's into sports. So I love going to his sporting events and I love his conversation. I allow my son to ask me anything, and I tell you, he does too. And I love to be able to conversate with him and my husband. So I do a lot for me. I do it unapologetically because I'm a great mother and I'm a great wife and I'm a great employee. I'm a great director. So during the times that I like to go to festivals. I do what I want to do first,
Right.
and that allows me to come in and be a support factor to the Heal Her ladies, because if they see that I'm doing this for me, I want them to do it for them. And sometimes I have to shut down, and sometimes I'm not going to be able to be Heal Her every day.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just want to watch old westerns. I know, I mean, I used to kind of think like, oh, people always, you read books. Yes, I'm a book reader. Oh, and I love all genres of books. Okay, so I'm not like one, but right now I'm really into, I don't know what it is about me in English British movies and
Yeah.
books and self-help books, and I read everything. So I do a lot for me, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm being selfish, but I have to keep me up to date
Right.
and feeling good before I can take on you. I remember someone said, I can't remember where I heard this from. They said, never take a shirt from a naked person.
Oh,
You got to think
wow.
about that for a minute. Never
Yeah.
take a shirt from a naked person. Well, how
Right.
are they taking care of themselves if they're giving me and they're naked and they're giving me a shirt? So
Right.
think about that.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure I have my armor of
Mhm.
goodness on, and I think the ladies need to see that in me,
Mhm.
before they will trust me to come and hear anything I have to say or take any kind of resource or tool for me to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah, I want to encourage every woman to have a self-care time
Right.
just for them, and that fuels them. I'm telling you, my son be knocking on the door, mommy, mommy. I don't even, because I know my husband's out there and he can deal with the issue. So
Yeah.
while I'm there for however long I'm in there, in my spa moment in my bathroom, listening to my music with my smell goods and my oils, I take care of me.
You're right. Right. And that's how it should be. You first and then everybody else. So, how can people or how can women get in touch with Heal Her?
Okay, so we are on all social media aspects. We are on Facebook. It's under Heal, HEAL, her, HER.org. So healher.org on Facebook. On Instagram, it's the Heal Her Foundation. Our website is www.healher.org, and it has a lot of information on there. Also, our email address is info@healher.org. So you can reach us. So yeah, send us a message if you want to get on our mailing list, to hear about events that we're doing or our support group meetings. Please send us an email with your name and your information. We'll add you to the list so then you can get up to date on information when we send out our newsletters every month.
Well, Julie, I want to say again, thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you and getting to know how Heal Her started from a need that you had and has blossomed into something so much bigger than I believe you ever expected. So I do just want to say thank you, and it was a pleasure. Any last words that you may have for us?
I just want to say thank you, Erica, for reaching out, and acknowledging the work that I am doing within Heal Her. Like I said, it's not work to me; it's just kind of like a passion of what I do, second nature. So thank you for thinking of wanting to know more about Heal Her. And the only thing that I want to say to the women in the world is, our goal is not to have you suffer in silence.
Mhm.
Come and be a part of what we have going on. It's a community initiative. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Please connect with us. Let us be your support factor. So that's what kind of the message we want to send out to the ladies in the community. Come and be a part of it. Healing Her empowers her. I'm telling you, it's hard, but it is definitely obtainable.
Okay, well, everyone, that is it for today's episode on getting to know our neighbors. Again, my name is Erica Sanchez with Home Central Realty. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and also share with your friends. Don't forget to also check out our website at parkbench.com/Northern Woods and subscribe to our newsletter. If you have a business and would like to be featured on our site, please connect with us. You can also call or text at 614 905 7664. Bye.
All right.